Please don't fear me because I know what.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Mr. Narius T here with Game 3 of the Viewer's Choice Tortured Abzan deck versus the Counterburn deck. And this hand seems fine. I've got a Tortured Existence that I can play on turn 1, a Cunity God that I can play on turn 2 to get another creature, and then a Skyfisher that, if anything else, is now just Tortured Existence fodder. And then I end up drawing the Gurmag Angler. And I'm against the blue-red Counterburn deck, so this is a very good start against him. It allows me to get a little bit of value, and that Commune with the Gods can, if need be, go get a Journey to Nowhere. So this is a very good start for me. And he starts off with a Preordain, which is a very, very powerful card. And I think it's banned in Modern, along with Ponder and things like that. So it's not, it's definitely not a joke card or just a concession for Pauper. It's a really powerful card. And then we play with the Commune and find Abundant Growth, Core Skyfisher, and 2 Satyr Wayfinders. And seeing how I have 2 lands in hand and a myriad of ways to getting those back if I need to start hitting my land drops, I'm going to take the Abundant Growth so that I can draw a card to kind of draw into something even more that I want to use with Tortured Existence. And next turn, I can drop the Gurmag Angler if I so choose. So a turn 3 Angler is not bad, especially now that he goes down to tapped out with that. So it is free for me to try to resolve this Angler. And then I draw another Abundant Growth, and I'm just gonna play it because if I play it, and I can always Tortured Existence or something like that, and I get to draw a card. I could still play my Angler by playing another land, and since I have Evolving Wilds, I can sack this to put it in my graveyard to delve it out and get another swamp. I found myself mostly searching for swamps with my Evolving Wilds, as black mana is so important for this deck. It's more Tortured Existence activations, it's more damage with Crypt Rats. So as long as I have 1 or 2 sources of green and or white, I find myself just going to go get the swamps all the time. And now he has a Seagate Oracle, so he's kind of on the back foot now. I resolved a 5/5, and his is to resolve a card filter, essentially. So I'm kind of liking where this is going, and this has been a really good game. It allowed you to see both the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. The biggest strengths of the deck is its extremely powerful grindy engine. The biggest weakness of this deck is me playing it, because I am not very good at it yet. But don't worry, that will improve. That will improve. And then I'm just going to play another Abundant Growth, cycle through to see if I get anything that I want to get. And then I have Crypt Rats. So this is looking very, very good for me, guys. Not only do I have the Crypt Rats, I also have a Tortured Existence to keep getting the Crypt Rats back if he keeps playing creatures. And he just takes a hit for 5 here. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, that was nasty. I'm sorry. Pardon me. And it allows me to keep getting the Crypt Rats back. And right now, my land base is enough to do 3 black mana. So that's pretty much all I want. But I'm not going to run the Crypt Rats right now, because it's the end combat step, and I'm just going to do a Satyr Wayfinder to see if I can put anything in my graveyard that I really want back in my hand. There's another Crypt Rats, Journey to Nowhere, Dead Weight. My graveyard is stocked, guys. I have 2 enchantment answers that I can get back with Auramancer. I have another Crypt Rats that I probably will pitch the Skyfisher for. Yes, I could use it to bounce my Wayfinder back and get a little more value out of that, or if I play the Auramancer and then play Skyfisher, I can keep getting my answers back. So, like, and the Skyfisher is actually the card that impressed me the least out of this deck, and even it is so good in this deck. This is a very, very well-designed deck, and I absolutely love playing it. You will definitely see more matches. I know the first one that I put up was really terribly disappointing, and I'm sorry, guys. honestly, that was the best match that I recorded. Most everyone else, it was either people just getting mulligan screwed or just quitting out early, or I had a couple of people just run the timer out on me, so I had to sit there for 20 minutes. And I will definitely make a bigger effort to cherry pick, if you will, the ones I put up, but I just wanted to get this deck out there because I think it's such a great deck and such an awesome deck that I'd rather have a subpar match with it to show the deck so that other people can see it and see how powerful it is than like spend 6 hours recording to find the great gameplay of all you want in a gameplay. So I would rather do a subpar gameplay to let other people see the deck and let you guys see it so that I'm spreading the word of the deck, if you will, than just waiting until I have the quote-unquote perfect match with the deck. And here it looks like he's going to double block and bolt. And for some reason, he always lightning bolts before he declares blockers. So he's going to trade his entire board off for my angler, which I can then just get back with Tortured Existence. So this is where the strength of the deck and just the power level and grindiness of this deck comes through. He traded his entire board presence and a card out of his hand for something I paid 1 mana for, that I can now get back. And not only can I get it back, I can get it back with extra value, because now I can pitch my Arrogant Worm, get the Arrogant Worm, then get the Angler. So this deck just makes it to where blocking is a nightmare. You trying to trade 2-for-1s with this deck is a nightmare, especially once they have a Tortured Existence up and running, because you're fighting a losing game at that point. You're never going to be able to outgrind this deck with a Tortured Existence in play, because anything they want out of their graveyard, they can just get, including enchantments. If I really thought that this Seagate Oracle was a problem, I could Journey to Nowhere it. But no. You don't watch that. You don't watch me for that. You don't watch me for just dead waiting oracles. You watch me to play big creatures and turn them sideways. So I'm going to madness out this Arrogant Worm. Get back my Gurmag Angler. And I can't play the Angler this turn, but next turn. Because after that I'll have 4 cards and I need 1 more mana to play the Angler as well. So there's pretty much nothing else for me to do this turn. You know, all I did was get a 4/4 Trampler for 3. That's it. Probably should quit Magic after a play like that. God. Let's see what the Counterburns deck's got. He's got his Relic. Okay. I'm not really too concerned about that. I'm 1 mana away from just naturally casting my Gurmag Angler, so... And anything that I really, really want, I can save from this, so... Unless he wants... And even if he pops everything, I can pitch the Auramancer, which after he completely wipes out my graveyard, it's not going to have any value to it, to get my Crypt Rats back if I really, really think that that's what I need to do, and most of the time it will be. And then he evokes a Mole Drifter, trying to just dig for an answer. And the deck he's playing, I call it a snowbally deck. It's a very downhill deck in a way, in that it wants to get ahead, and then it wants to stay ahead. And if you can get ahead of it, it's very, very hard for it to come back. Because, especially in a deck that's not just a bunch of small creatures, like, I'm playing 5/5s and 4/4s, and he's playing 1/3s and 2/2s and 3/2 flyers. And then he has a bunch of lightning bolts and things like that. So if I'm playing a deck that can fight through lightning bolts and get ahead, yeah, I'm attacking the Wayfire. What's he going to do? Kill it? I don't care. So he's going to exile something with Relic. I just choose the dead weight. It can kill a Delver, but at this point I'm not really afraid of a Delver. So then he just blocks there. Yeah, if I didn't take the dead weight out now, I could Auramancer it back to kill a Seagate Oracle. Woo. Woo. So many plays. But no, I'm just gonna play an Angler. Who am I joking? I have a 5/5 and a 4/4. The 4/4 has trample, and you're at 11 life in a blue-red Delver counterburn deck. That's what I got. What do you got? And that's kind of what this deck can take a corner very quickly, and that's going to be the end of the match. He just thought that he couldn't come back against a 5/5 and a 4/4, and he probably couldn't. But that's going to be it for this match. I definitely will get some more matches with this to get some better matches out. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, favorite, share it with your friends, and tell everyone you know. You really, really do help support this. And until next time, thank you.